It can't be that easy, right?
It's not. That's all sports. Damn it.
Yeah, it was that easy.
No.
It was that easy.
What's up, Sportscast? From the Sports Stuff Show, the Kings of Comedy. I'm Adam.
And I'm Carter.
And let's get right into it. On to updates. We've finally hit 500 subs.
Mm-hmm.
That was really awesome. Really thankful for you guys for actually tuning into our stuff that we make. It's really awesome because let alone it's hard to say that you made it to 80 episodes,
right.
But also making it to 500 subscribers. That's something that takes our dedication, everything.
Right. Seeing that growth pushes us to keep doing this, right?
Yeah, and there's some times where I get so unmotivated by some of the stuff, I get burnt out. But then I see stuff like this, where we're able to hit 500 subs, or we're able to get a comment that's hey, I love your stuff,
Yeah.
really awesome.
Really any comment other than, hey, let's start a podcast.
Or hey, that guy kind of looks like Michael Cera, or dude, look at that guy's haircut, dude.
Yeah, seriously.
Why does that guy look like he's 5 years old? There was some comments that was why does the one guy look like he's 30 and the other guy looks like he's 5?
Do I?
Apparently with your beard, they thought that. There was funny because I remember beforehand.
Is it the beard or is it the receding hairline?
I doubt it. I remember beforehand, when we would do the show, it was our very first couple episodes. I would ask people, be guess how old we both are, and then they would be I'm pretty sure you're a freshman in college because you look like a freshman, and they're is the other guy a senior? And they're talking about you.
Let's
I'm
go.
No, he's a freshman too.
Let's go.
So that was kind of funny.
Are you
but
older than me?
No, you're older than me.
I thought you were.
I'm really young.
Oh, okay. Because I knew you had you have an August birthday, right?
Yeah.
I thought you were okay.
Yeah,
so you're still 19.
I'm still 19.
Oh, dang.
Yeah. Dude, it's funny too because even this year for the office that I work at, I was in a higher position. It was my second year. Yeah, I was still the youngest one.
Mm-hmm.
It was kind of weird, but
yeah, and you're my big.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, I was big. That was a weird thing. If I'm gonna be honest, I didn't want to be your big.
What?
Because I felt we already I wanted to have a connection. That was kind of the similar thing with when you were getting in the rush week. Yeah, I didn't want to vote for you. I didn't want to
Yeah,
I just pulled myself
sense.
out
That
just because I wanted everyone else to have a say over that. But
yeah,
it ended up working that way. So there's that.
Getting a call.
And as well, we also hit. I think it's at 60K now for YouTube or Instagram Shorts, which really
emphasis on the short.
Yeah, it was a Short Kings video. It was, it's funny too because we put no effort into Instagram yet
more
they
lately.
pop off. Yeah, more lately. Yeah, definitely. But man, it's been great.
Of all the videos.
Yeah, it's been really cool to see that as well because it's oh hey, kind of pushes us more because if we get only 100 views on Instagram, it's kind of hard to keep on churning them out, and I feel that's the biggest thing with any media outlet or just making content is you feel horrible just bothering everyone, but then once you actually get those views and you see that people are actually watching them, then it makes you feel more confident to actually push your stuff out. And I feel that's the thing with Instagram is a ton of my friends follow it, and I'm I don't want to just spam them, but it's also we're getting 60K views, and it's I don't feel as bad, but yeah. I don't know if there's really any other updates. Oh yeah, I'm working on the website as well to get more of the merch on there. It's a difficult process. I'm always battling the website at this point. I really love how it looks right now. I just need to fix the shop part of it to where you can actually buy our merch on there, like this. This is probably my favorite.
That one's awesome.
I love this one. Yeah, so you could get some of your own merch.
It's hard.
Carter has his one pink shirt that's really dope too.
I have the pink shirt. I have the red shirt with the little logo, and then I have the red sweatshirt.
Yeah, and the sweatshirts are so soft. They're so nice.
Yeah,
I love them so much.
They're really comfortable.
And we'll get that figured.
I like that design a lot though.
Yeah, with the crown.
I'm gonna have to get myself one of those.
Heat. It's absolute heat, and it goes in red too. So there's like a red tie-dye one. I personally like the black one.
Yeah.
This has been my favorite hoodie just in general wearing. And it's also Champion. I've always wanted a Champion sports stuff hoodie. That was like my goal. But yeah. So if you want our merch, it'll be on the website soon. Card and then Boise State.
Yeah.
You got all sports.
Lovely. Hockey.
Damn it. Dude.
I just like keep checking my
1, 2, or
phone.
3.
We're trying to get a house together right now.
Yeah.
And it is certainly a process. So I'm kind of on call right now.
I mean, if you're on Boise, I don't know if it's as bad anywhere else. It probably is, but at Boise, housing sucks. Housing is horrible at Boise. It's like
Boise is growing faster than it should.
do you know what's
Like
ridiculous?
There's too many people coming here for like the city just can't really handle it.
Yeah.
So
My old boss, Lexi, who I still talk to, I ended up name dropping her in the other episode that we did with Abby. She actually is moving or was talking about moving to San Diego, and the rent there is $900, which is the same rent as a place here in
There's
Boise.
no reason that we should be paying as much as people in San Diego.
So downtown San
Where's our
Diego and
beach?
Boise are the same.
Where's our beach?
Yeah, like it's ridiculous. And like, yeah, I mean, this place would be really nice if we got it because it's like 600-ish, which is like,
It's so nice.
it's hard for college students to get
perfect.
money. And it's like, dude, please,
It's
we
the
need to make this
perfect
cheap.
house.
Yeah,
Just
Prefurbished.
I'm waiting on one text.
I know.
All right. So hockey.
1, 2, or 3
We
for
could
all
do a
sports.
whole stuff episode on this housing market.
Yeah,
in Boise.
for real.
Give me just one. I hate all sports.
1. Okay. Oh, this was the table tennis one. Do you remember that question?
Yes.
Yeah. Oh, I heard you asked me this one too.
I'll just grab a new one.
Yeah. It was the motocross racing dirt one.
I liked that one.
Baseball.
2.
2. Okay.
Feeling good. I don't know why. But
Which team won MLB's first modern World Series in 1903? Philadelphia A's, Boston Americans, the New York Giants, or the Pittsburgh Pirates?
bro. Pirates?
Nope. The Boston Americans.
Of course it was stupid Boston Americans. Whatever, man.
First modern
They
World
don't even
Series.
exist anymore, bro. All right. Hockey.
1. Oh, no, I don't like that face.
I just didn't know this.
Oh.
Which material was originally used for making pucks in the earliest days of hockey?
Oh, I think I know this one, actually.
Great. Ivory, crushed cans, frozen cow poop, or ice? It appears he did not know.
It's either crushed cans or frozen cow poop, I know. I'm going to do frozen cow poop.
It is.
Yeah, let's go. I knew that one.
It is.
My only hockey question I'm getting.
Adam takes the lead on a hockey question. What is that?
What has this show gone to? I can't win. Okay. Anyways, on to Boise State. So we had our spring game a couple weeks ago, and it was really kind of crazy because last year, our spring game, it was very defensive centric, and everyone was very concerned about our offense because our offense got obliterated by our defense. And we were like, is our offense that bad or is our defense that good?
Yeah.
This year, it seemed more balanced, but our offense was explosive. It was just really good, which, I mean, I think you could have your opinions all you want. I'm more of a defensive guy for any sports, but I definitely think that offense now with sports, like especially football, is so beneficial. Like, especially having like such a high-powered offense. Like, I mean, typically you see like teams like with a really, like really good defense winning it all. But I mean, like with the Chiefs and like the Eagles, like the offense has won those games. Like,
right. Yeah.
And that's the same thing with like how college sports and just football in general is going. So I think that was a really good thing to see. Ashton Jeanty took the show away. He had he had 5 touches, and on those 5 touches, he had 2 touchdowns. And on his rushing, he had 2 rushing attempts on those, and he had 82 yards. So
He's awesome.
He was ridiculous.
We saw him in the quad the other day when we were tabling.
Yeah.
He's not tall, but he's big, man. Like he's a tank.
He's a full-grown man.
He's awesome. Like, it's crazy to think that he's younger than us.
I mean, you knew that he was going to be good. Like I told about
every
it,
time
like,
he touches the ball, like the first guy never brings him down.
Yeah,
ever. It's incredible. It's perfect because Halani's faster. Halani's more elusive than
and he's
him.
like the power back.
And don't get me wrong, Jeanty's still fast and elusive, but Jeanty will put you in the dirt.
Yeah,
Like they are a beautiful 1-2 punch. And Taylen running the show, bro. This is going to be a really fun year for the running game. I hope that a receiver or two can step up, but honestly, we can just ground and pound teams to death.
Yeah, like, I mean, I was kind of thinking, like, it's a little bit similar to Air Force, where they had a really good run threat, but I think our run threat is
we don't
way better.
We don't got to run the stupid triple option.
Yeah, like, it's kind of crazy because George Halani has already had a really great resume, but I still think he's going to be the third best on the team, like, with this steps, because
Really?
I think it's going to be Ashton and Taylen that are going to steal the show, and then Halani is going to be there. Like,
It's possible.
and that's what is absolutely ridiculous is that
I don't even know.
Like-
honestly, you could split it any of the three ways, and it'll be good.
yeah, and like that's the hard part is like normally when you scheme up to stop like the run, you stop for one player, like
Maybe two. Right?
maybe two. But if you have three, you're screwed. Like,
It's just
and
a
they're
three-
all kind of different too. Like Taylen,
Yes. Yeah.
he's like stride fast, and he
Yeah.
also can throw. Like,
Bro,
I mean,
his strides are. That run down the sideline against Utah,
Utah
State,
State.
bro.
yeah,
He is like you're not catching him.
yeah,
You're
like
not.
it was.
You got the long strider, you got the like bowling ball power back that's faster than you think, and then you got Halani who's just so elusive and like he's great.
Yeah,
It's also really nice that both of them are pretty good in receiving, but Jeanty off the catch, like if you
I mean,
remember,
he caught a touchdown and he broke away for
like
one.
if you remember, I think it was the Wyoming game.
Yeah,
he caught a ball like behind the line of scrimmage and like hurdled a guy and like just
you just need to get the ball in
he's
his
so fun
hands.
to watch.
Like,
Yes, that's exactly right. Just get the ball in their hands and let them make plays because they will.
Yeah. Like, and as well for the receivers, we kind of talked about it. We already have Eric McAllister. He did have a pretty good year. Cole Wright, he didn't really see much action, at least from what I seen from the spring game. But there was Sprint Strachan.
We still don't know how to say that name.
He had a pretty good showing. He had 2 catches for I think it was 75 yard. No, I think it was 60. But there's that. So he did pretty good. We also have Austin Bolt, who's like 6'7", 6'6", who's a really good receiver. I mean, he didn't play much last year because he got injured very early in the Oregon State game. But I mean, he should be returning. He could play any position, and that's what he did in high school. He literally played every single position. Like, if they needed a Hail Mary, they put him at receiver and just like had him there. Like, so that's pretty good for us as well. And also something that was pretty crazy was Maddox Madsen, who is the backup quarterback. I'm assuming he's going to be second string backup. Yeah. He had 6 to 7 completions for 75 yards and a touchdown, which. Yeah. I mean, obviously he's not going to be the starter because although Taylen did, he went like 45%. You had to start Taylen like without a doubt. Like I mean,
this isn't what's going to put people over others. This spring game,
like
they do so much work in the offseason that we'll never see. Like they know who to play
exactly, and like that's the thing with like I mean, obviously. It was a different story with Hank and Taylen because Taylen just looked the part and Hank was like struggling a ton. Where like he just had to make that.
He was really raw too.
Yeah, I mean even raw he was still being able to. He almost
the crazy thing to think about is if we just won the UTEP game, even if Hank didn't play very well, if we won the UTEP game,
Hank would have still been.
He was starting the rest of the year.
Yeah,
no matter what happened. So. It's crazy to think about. But
yeah, I know.
Who knew that losing to UTEP would be the best thing for the future of our program?
I was talking about that too. I was like, I think I said on the show, I was like, please lose to UTEP because if we do, there's going to be big changes.
You were right.
And that was the biggest thing. I knew Taylen was going to start, but I just didn't know he was going to start that early in the year.
It was time for a change.
Yeah.
And this isn't to discredit anything that Hank did here.
My goodness. Did you see the thing where it it was ranking the top 10 group of 5 quarterbacks, and Hank was 5 and Taylen was 9.
All right.
Dude, like,
all right.
There's no way you can't put Hank above Taylen in any situation by the fact that Taylen stole his job.
Yeah.
Like, you can't
Not
do that.
only stole his job, but stole his job and then got better every week.
Yes. Like, he was putting up way better stats, like, than Hank was ever doing in his 3 years here.
Yeah.
Like, you can't.
Yeah, not sure I fully understand that. And again, this isn't even Hank. Hey, this is just watching the games. Like, Taylen is dynamic. He's awesome. I'm really glad he's here.
Yeah.
But
it's
going back to Maddox, I watched a lot of his high school games, and I wasn't crazy optimistic off of what I saw. Not that I'm like a super professional eye or anything, but to see him come out and play like this, even in just limited action, was really encouraging. You'd have to assume he's going to be the backup the next 2 to 3 years to Taylen, but you never know, man. So it's encouraging to see him come out and play well.
Like, even for the case, like, if he does want to move on to another team, like, at least he had a good showing. Like, for Andy Peters, who was the previous backup, he ended up going to College of Idaho, and for College of Idaho has been killing it. And he was actually, because I watched the very first game, like, I was broadcasting that one for College of Idaho. He wasn't the starter at first because they were still battling it out.
Yeah.
But when he did play, because he played the second and fourth quarter, you could tell he was just absolutely, like, he didn't miss a pass.
They had
and he
a
had
QB
like 12.
rotation in a real game.
They did.
Oof.
But it was against Northwestern something. It was like, or no, I think it was some other non Division I school, and I think it was Northeastern or North something.
I don't even know.
But it was bad. Like, Andy was just killing them, and I think that's something that, like, Maddox could, like, actually, like, use as leverage to move on.
Yeah.
But yeah, we'll definitely have to see. But I think that was a really good, impressive performance by him. So yeah, should be optimistic, at least for the offensive side. Defensive side, kind of scary. Not gonna lie.
Lost a lot of
we
talent.
lost a ton. Like J.L. Skinner, Tyreek Jones, Matlock.
Yeah.
It's gonna be rough.
Those were the 3 leaders on defense.
Yeah,
so.
and we even with that too. So we lost those 3, and even on offense, like John Ujukwu, we're losing him, and he was a stud on the line.
Mm-hmm.
That's gonna be rough there. So we're gonna have to see. And I think that was the biggest thing last year too, was our offensive line. But the defense is the thing I'm scariest about. Like Markel Reed and Shea Oladipo are definitely gonna have to step up a ton.
I'm excited about Andrew Simpson though.
Andrew Simpson, yeah. He took a pretty good performance last year. So
10 and 10. 10 and 10 are gonna be what this year's about.
Man. And then Elelion Noah,
I thought
he was a running back, and he came from BYU.
I thought one of our guys transferred to BYU this year. I don't know. I might be misremembering.
I don't know. But yeah, or no, he was from Utah State. My bad. His brother. But yeah, Markel Reed will definitely have to step up. They were hoping he was going to be a big leader last year, but then he ended up getting injured a ton. And if I'm going to be honest, I don't think he played as good.
Yeah.
When he was on the field, like especially the Oregon State game, it seemed like he got burnt every single play.
That was just a rough game all around, honestly.
And
they were a good team, a better team than most people expected. They ended the year, I think, top 15. So that was a really good team.
Yeah. But
we'll
definitely have to see.
Starting the year with a tough Pac-12 opponent.
Yeah, Washington.
Here we go again. Yeah.
And that's the thing is, like, Boise State fans are so, like, very volatile with their their thoughts on the team, where if we do lose by a ton, I still think people are going to be really mad.
Yeah.
But if we win, if we win, this place is going on fire.
The crazy thing, the schedule's not hard. You start off UW and UCF. That's hard. But after that, it's really not that difficult. The bad part about that is if you start off 0-2, that could cause you to drop some games you wouldn't normally drop.
Yeah.
If you start off if you beat Washington, I'm going to say this right now. If we beat Washington, we're not losing more than 1 game.
Yeah.
We're not.
Dude, that's gonna be so ridiculous.
I was looking at the schedule, and I'm thinking 10-2. I think we drop Washington. I think we win against UCF, but then I think we drop probably one conference game. I see 10-2. I think the ceiling is 11-1. Floor is probably like 7-5.
Yeah. And then it's also gonna be interesting because after that, I think our very first game is Oregon. So that's big.
Wait, we played.
I think Oregon next year.
Oh, yeah.
Afterwards is our first game. So that'd be Oregon State, Washington, Oregon for our first season openers.
Yeah. I like it, though. It's better than scheduling, nothing. Like, who was our first game last year? Like, freshman year?
That was at home? Or it was UCF was our very first home. Or our very first game.
UCF.
Our very first game was UCF, and we choked.
And then
was UTEP. And then we destroyed them. And then that was the only actual
that UCF game, bro.
That was rough.
Still bugs me.
That was so rough.
Was
I remember I was watching that with my with Lexi, and we were just like, that was my very first like game I was like in reporting on, and we had to do the post game interview after that, and I was like, what do we say? Because we were interviewing Hank, and then we are like, do we just ask him about the 3 interceptions? Like.
Even worse than the interceptions was the one where he ran like 5 yards past the line of scrimmage and threw it. That one was rough, man. But dude, that was the start of an unreal Khalil Shakir year.
Yeah,
I miss him, man.
Yeah, I mean, do you think that JL Skinner's gonna get drafted before him? I think so. Like,
where'd Shakir go? 4th,
5th.
He was a 5th? I thought he was 4.
He slept a ton, I think.
I see a pretty similar range for Skinner, honestly.
5?
4 through 6 makes the most sense to me.
I think 3rd.
I mean, my personal opinion is he should be a day 2 guy, 2nd or 3rd round. But I also thought that Shakir was a 3rd round pick, so who knows, man.
But it's also like, I think Shaq isn't getting as like much, or he didn't get as much like recognition and like coverage. Where JL, everyone, like almost every single team showed up to the pro day. Only 2 teams didn't, and I think it was the Falcons and Rams. I think.
Not like you really want to go there anyway.
And that's like, I mean, obviously there was more talent. Like there's 3 people that did the pro day.
Yeah,
it was Ujukwu and Tyree Jones, but it was obviously JL Skinner was the one. Like that, he
was the star of the show for sure.
Like, so,
I mean, he's a leader. He's a very good player. He's a hard hitter. Like he's gonna be. I think
he's definitely a sleeper.
He's gonna be a leader in the locker room, and he's gonna be a popular guy with the fans.
He's gonna be good.
Every team should want him.
Without a doubt, it would be very hard for me to think that he's gonna be a bust.
Yeah, I don't see any way.
Yeah, like
obviously we're biased, but
I mean,
just at the same time, we got to watch him every game.
Yeah,
so we know how good he is.
Yep,
love JL Skinner. Get JL Skinner on the show.
Yeah, dude, if we could,
that would be
please, dude. That would be my dream interview. My dream one.
Incredible.
We already know I'm such a JL Skinner fan.
Oh yeah,
I'm such a stan. But
I remember. Yep.
Yeah. Man. All right. Well, let's get a card and go to NBA playoffs.
Can't believe I'm losing because you got a hockey question right.
Yeah.
It's ridiculous.
And that was a weird one too. All sports.
Hockey.
Damn it, dude! It's gonna be all
right.
hockey.
1, 2, or 3.
Let's go 1.
What is the diameter of an NHL puck? This is in inches. 2.5, 3.5, 3, 4.
Two and a half, 3.5, 3 and 4. 3.5.
3.
Damn it! No.
3.
Ah, that's rough.
Give me 1. I just want to tie the game up.
Okay. Which Major League Soccer team has won 5 MLS Cup titles, the most in the league? The New England Revolution, the FC Cincinnati, Los Angeles Galaxy, or Atlanta United FC?
It can't be that easy, right?
It's not. That's all sports.
Galaxy.
Damn it.
Yeah, it was that easy.
Oh.
It was that easy. 1-1.
Wow.
All right, on to the NBA playoffs. Adam's expertise.
Yep.
So the first round is in progress right now. The Nuggets we'll just go through series by series. The Nuggets are up 1-0 on the Wolves. I believe they played as we record this tonight. Jokic, it doesn't look like he's going to get his third straight MVP, but,
I think it's Embiid at this point.
I think it's got to be, yeah. But Denver will host the Timberwolves tonight, which is Wednesday. Also in the West, the Clippers and Suns are tied at 1 apiece. Russell Westbrook has moved to 2-0 in the playoffs when shooting 3 for 19, which is a pointless but interesting stat. He's
been doing good on defense.
Oh, yeah.
Dude, he blocked KD. Did you see that?
Mm-hmm.
He's absolutely...
And he sealed the game with a stop on Devin Booker in their win, and then threw the ball off Devin Booker because Devin Booker was whining to the refs. Mm-hmm. Shocker. I'm not a huge Devin Booker fan.
Oh, really?
I don't think anybody whines as much as he does, which is saying a lot because NBA players whine a lot. But in any case, Westbrook is playing good even if he's not shooting well. Clippers Suns is tied at 1. I still got Suns in 5. I'm not gonna lie, but
really, yeah, I think so too.
I think the Suns are just.
I think the Suns are a much better team.
I think
anyways.
at some point it's all gonna click, and how good they really are is gonna show. Kings and Warriors has been it's been a really fun series so far. Kings are up 2-0, 2 beam lightings, which is awesome, and they're gonna be in a pretty decent spot for Game 3 because Draymond Green is suspended for Game 3.
Yeah, but also Sabonis might not play.
He'll play. He's gonna play. I don't think there's any way he sits out.
Okay, so what did you think about that?
Well, they got tangled up, and Sabonis. What the Kings side is saying is he was trying to grab his chest because his chest was hurt or something like that, right? He wrapped his arms around Draymond's ankle, whether intentional or not. So naturally, Draymond stomped on his chest and ran away. Draymond got ejected, which I was kind of iffy on. I don't know, because Sabonis kind of did start it. Even if his intentions weren't to hold his ankle, he still held his ankle. A suspension is ridiculous. If it was anybody else besides Pat Bev, maybe.
Well, they said that was a big reason why. It was because of his prior.
Yeah. It's about his reputation, which I don't necessarily agree with. I think it should just be a case-by-case basis. He does have a history of doing things, but
you're also heated in the game.
He's heated in the moment. His ankle's being grabbed. I honestly, I understand him on this one. I'm not always going to defend Draymond Green, and I really, really dislike Warriors fans. So on Twitter, I'm going to pretend like Sabonis did nothing wrong.
Yeah.
But Draymond should not be suspended. It's ridiculous, but the Warriors are down 2-0 for the first time in this core's time playing together, and it's going to be interesting to see if they can come back. Yeah, so this series is headed back to San Francisco, and we'll see if the Warriors, they've overcome a lot before. I wouldn't be shocked if they can come back from this, but the Kings are so fun right now, man. I love a lot of their players. Davion Mitchell just gives everyone such a tough time. Steph Curry was on lockdown in the fourth quarter. I think he airballed twice. Davion Mitchell's tough. So the Kings are going to have an advantage with Draymond out this game, and if they win this game, as history tells us, the series is over. No team has ever come back from 3-0, and a couple teams have forced Game 7s, but it's never fully happened. So we'll see what happens there. It's the Warriors. You can't count them out. But at the same time, the Kings are young, energetic, fun. They're playing really well.
Yeah, and there's a stat where I think it was ever since the 1950s, there hasn't been a team that has won the championship, a defending champion, that has gone down 0-2 and has won that series. So
I didn't even know about that. But
yeah, it was after going down 0-2, the closest was I think 3-2, and I think that was the Heat. And then that's basically how it's gone. Is they've never won, so that would be ridiculous if they actually won this, because that would be the first time that a defending champ has gone 0-2.
At this point, if any team could do it, it'd probably be them. So.
Yeah, that's true.
But Last series in the West is the Lakers-Grizzlies. As we record this, the Lakers are up 1-0, but they play tonight. In Game 1, Rui Hachimura had a career game. He balled out. Anthony Davis got banged up, but he returned to the game, which was good to see. Lakers look good, man. Ja is battling an injury. I'm actually not sure if he's playing tonight, which is a really huge deal. He's a game-time decision as we record this. If the Lakers go up 2-0 heading back to home, I mean, it's over.
Yeah.
But if Ja plays and the Grizzlies can get a win here, then this should be a really fun series. I was on record many times saying that the winner of this series is going to the finals. I'm standing by that. I think the Lakers have been one of the best teams in the league since the trade deadline, and I also am a LeBron writer, so
Yep.
I will continue to do so. Going over to the East, the Heat are actually up on the Bucks, 1-0. And a big part of that was Giannis exited the game really early in Game 1 with an injury. But at the same time, Tyler Hero also broke his hand. And Tyler Hero's going to...
Tyler Hero,
I know.
Giannis.
Oh, well, okay, Bucks, Heat. The Bucks are a way better team.
That's true. But Giannis compared to Tyler...
The Bucks without Giannis should beat the Heat without Hero. They should.
That's true.
I know you're a Bucks hater outside of Giannis, but they have a very good team.
I'm not a Bucks hater. I
You
just know
are.
that, like...
Yeah, you're a Bucks role player hater. That's what you are. I think Giannis is going to be playing in this one. It's tough to say how serious his injury is. He could be playing through something serious because it's the playoffs, but Tyler Hero is going to be out with his broken hand till at least the NBA Finals if they somehow make it there. So I'm gonna have to say the Bucks are gonna win the next 4.
Yeah.
But we will see. The Sixers are up 2-0 on the Nets. Everyone expected this. I mean, the Nets are not the team now that put them in this seed.
Yeah.
They aren't. So the Nets have some fun players. I love Mikal Bridges. He's awesome, and I would give anything for him to be in Portland, but that probably won't happen. The Sixers are just a better team. They have the probable MVP. James Harden, despite all the hate he gets for no reason, is still an excellent player. I'd be shocked if this wasn't a sweep.
Yeah, me too.
Celtics Hawks. Another one I'd be shocked if it wasn't a sweep. The Hawks just can't keep up. They just can't. The Celtics are my pick out of the East, and honestly my pick to win it all. And there's just not much to say about this one. I mean, Trae Young was interviewed after the game, and he said he wasn't worried. He has to say that, though. Like he's
not gonna be like, oh, we lost.
Like, oh, we have a significantly worse team, and we're down 2-0. I'm good.
Yeah, like, man, imagine if he did do that. Trae Young just went out there and he's like,
just trashed.
Yeah, we're
his
screwed.
Team.
Yeah, our team sucks. We're not gonna win. Just telling you guys now.
It'd be really funny to see, like, if just for one season, if like players were honest during press conferences, and just said whatever with no repercussion of fines or whatever.
That'd be so funny.
It would be,
man. I feel like that would actually increase viewership.
100%, 100%. But I mean, Celtics, they're gonna win the series, man. Like, I'm sorry, they just are. And then the last series in the East is the Knicks and Cavs, which is knotted up at 1. Game 1 was really fun. Mitchell balled out, but Brunson took over in the second half and really guided them to the win. I'm not sure what J.B. Bickerstaff was thinking, having Jetty Osman ISO'd on Jalen Brunson for like 10 possessions in a row, but it didn't work. But the Cavs bounced back with a big win last night as we record this, and it's 1-1 now. This one, I'd be very surprised if this isn't a 7-game series. These are very even teams.
Yeah, like, and especially this seems the most evenly matched out of everyone.
Probably.
Like, I think there's the other matchups are way more lopsided. I think this one's the most even.
I think so. So this is going to be a fun one to keep an eye on. I mean, these are two teams that I don't think either of them. Two teams that haven't had a ton of success in the last few years.
Yeah.
So it's fun to watch teams like that.
Exactly. They also have something to fight for too, because like of their like not as successful playoffs, you know. So it's like both want to break that, you know.
So unfortunately, a big story in the NBA playoffs so far has been injuries. As we mentioned, Tyler Hero broke his hand. He'll be out until at least the finals. Giannis missed most of game 1 and is almost certainly still banged up. Anthony Davis, you know,
Yeah.
he's
always injured.
He is, which really sucks because he's an awesome player to watch, but he returned to the game in game 1, so he should be okay for now. And Ja Morant also got hurt. His status is in doubt for tonight, as we said. And a lot of discussion has been had because of these injuries about the rule of charges. So obviously, if you don't know what a charge is or you don't really watch basketball, if you are in a legal guarding position as the defender,
You could just flop.
and you get run into essentially, and you fall down, is a charge, right? So your feet have to be set, and there's a restricted arc under the basket where you can't be inside. You have to be outside of that because otherwise you could just stand under the hoop and get knocked over on every play. But Giannis Antetokounmpo and Ja Morant both got hurt by people drawing charges against them. And it's people like sliding in last second, just getting hit, and then it's a collision, right? So a lot of people have been arguing about if the charge rule should be a thing. And I've never really thought about
It's
that
also
before.
like, how do you even stop them at that point? Like
right.
Giannis and Ja are like making.
They are moving so fast. They
Yeah, like-
cannot stop their momentum like that, which is the strategy for a defender, but it's unsafe.
Mm-hmm.
It really is. And we're seeing the repercussions of that right now with two of the most popular players in the world are hurt.
Yeah.
And they might both play, but they're still hurt. So they're not at their best because of people trying to draw charges. And obviously charges are a huge part of college basketball because they call offensive fouls all the time. But, I don't think there's any realistic way they change anything about the charge rule.
I don't know, because the NBA of all leagues,
They've been the
is
most willing to change.
yeah,
Which is,
the baseball's changing more and more now because they feel like they need to, but
the
NBA
fan base,
has been
the baseball fan base always pushes back on
yeah.
that.
NBA is just weird because like they just are very loose with a ton of things. Like their rules, their
kinda
free
like it, man.
agency, their trading, like
Things change a lot.
a
Like
lot in NBA.
the play-in tournament obviously is a huge change.
Yeah, like there's
They
you're
changed-
never seeing a playoff change like that.
Yeah.
Like big in
They
any other
changed
league.
the All-Star game like every couple years.
Yeah, they changed the award too, like the awards that you get.
Mm-hmm.
Like they're very like
And honestly, I like that.
yeah.
I like that they're willing to try to find new things to make the game more popular or make the game better. So maybe they do something. I'd be surprised though. Charges are they're just a thing in basketball, and clearly it creates unsafe situations at times, but I think at this point it's just too much part of the game to take it away.
Yeah.
As much as I hate to see people get injured, but it especially hurts people like Giannis because what does he want to do? He wants to run full speed at the basket.
Yeah.
And if someone slides in last second, like there's not much he can do. He's moving so fast. But
That is true. But
yeah, so that's where we're at in the playoffs. I'm sticking with my original predictions of Celtics out of the East over whoever wins the Lakers-Grizzlies series, which I'm leaning Lakers. And I think, what'd you say?
I said Bucks Suns, I think.
And you picked the Suns?
No, I picked Bucks.
Okay. Bucks get him again.
Yep.
That would be funny. Yeah, we're going to draw a card here, and we're going to get on to a little bit of NFL news.
Please be hockey. All sports.
Come on.
I swear, if I get a hockey...
It's what, 1-1?
Yeah.
Basketball.
Okay.
Why couldn't I get that one?
1, 2, or 3.
1.
All right. Dude. Okay. Which golf course is home to the Masters tournament each year? Augusta, Pebble Beach, St. Andrews, Royal St. George's.
Augusta.
Yep.
I grew up in a white family. I know where the Masters are.
Dude, the other one was...
I've seen my fair share of golf.
The other one was, how many lengths of a 100-meter pool must an Olympic athlete swim to compete in the swimming marathon event? 50 lengths, 100 lengths, 75 lengths, or 200?
Bro, I don't know.
It's 100 meter.
Is it just 100?
Yeah.
Oh. That would have tricked me. I'm not going to lie. But I'm up 2-1. Basketball.
2.
Okay.
Going for the lead.
Oh, that one's so easy. All right. No, that one's easy too.
But you also got to know your audience, which is
I'm going
me.
to give you this one just because it's more recent and I'm feeling nice. What player, this one hurts me. What player did the Portland Trailblazers pass up on when they had the first overall pick in 2007? Steph, KD, Dwayne Wade, or Chris Bosh?
Katie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We took Greg Oden.
Ooh.
So that worked.
Oh, yeah.
All right,
As you
3-2. And we're only going to have one more card, too.
Yep.
So, a little bit of NFL.
Yep.
Odell signed with the Ravens.
That's ridiculous. Bad move. Bad move by him.
Well, if Lamar leaves, yeah.
He doesn't even look good in Ravens uniforms either.
Odell looks good in everything.
Ravens.
Be honest. I'm going to glaze him a little bit. He looks good in everything. But it's a 1-year deal, up to $18 million, which doesn't sound too bad until you realize that 15 of it is guaranteed.
Yeah, and then also they're having struggles with Lamar Jackson.
That's a lot, man. 15 mil guaranteed is a lot. But he is a weapon. And there's a report that came out, I don't know how true it is, that said Lamar told them go get Hopkins or Odell. So naturally they paid Odell what Hopkins deserves.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, we'll see if Lamar's around. I would love to see Lamar and Odell play together. I think that'd be fun. I just don't think we're going to see it.
Yeah, me neither.
But speaking of quarterback extensions,
Jalen Hurts.
Jalen Hurts is the highest paid player in NFL history.
Yep.
5 years, $255 million, $179.3 guaranteed. Not sure how they settled on that number, but they did. $180 million guaranteed is a lot of money, but Jalen Hurts is an elite quarterback right now. He's young. You got to lock him up. So they did that, and the Eagles are probably going to be a staple in the NFC for years and years to come. Lamar reportedly got offered an extension with $200 million guaranteed, but that was put out by, like team officials. So who knows? Like they could just be trying to sway the narrative. And a little bit of more quarterback news. Bryce Young canceled all of his other draft meetings. He had some draft meetings set up for the next coming days. He canceled them all, which seems to be a sign that he could be taken first by Carolina. I mean, who knows at this point in draft season? Everything's smoke, but it wouldn't be shocking to see him in a Panthers jersey. A little bit of more draft news, I guess, is that Tyree Wilson, edge out of Texas Tech, is skyrocketing up draft boards. He's a guy that was kind of always seen as a first rounder, first half of the first round guy. You're starting to see some top 10. Now I've seen him as high as 2. There's a lot of buzz around him going to Houston at number 2.
Yeah, and
which is crazy.
The weird thing is, too, is that, I mean, the Texans passed up on a quarterback last year, and if they pass up on a quarterback this year, too, that's just, I don't know. Like,
I don't think it's the end of the world. If they don't like one this year,
I guess,
pass up on one, they have 2 early picks. They could go defense, and then...
And there's also Drake May and Caleb Williams next year.
If they're okay with being bad for another year, I understand. But at the same time, they're going to have their pick between 2 of Stroud, Young, and Richardson.
And it's also rough because if you think that a quarterback like Anthony Richardson probably has the most potential to be a bust,
But
I would
he also
say.
has the most potential to be elite.
Yeah. I think that if they went for him, that would look kind of rough to waste a pick on him and then have to go for a quarterback next year.
I like it.
Like
Anthony Richardson, no matter what happens this year, you're not taking a quarterback next year.
Well, I mean, it kind of works out where it's like,
you don't even know if he's gonna
Kyler
play
Murray.
this year.
Well, the Cardinals look really bad for the Josh Rosen pick for getting a 10th overall and then the next year having to go first overall and get a quarterback.
That's true. It's well known that Richardson is very raw and will need time. So whatever front office and organization talks themselves into drafting him, I think they're going to be committed to giving him at least 2 years before they expect something. So
yeah,
at least I hope for the best for his career. That's what needs to happen.
I think there was talks that they wanted Levis, or they liked Levis, which
Levis is an older, worse, smaller Anthony Richardson. That's what he is.
And my biggest thing that I kind of have with the quarterbacks here is I really like the I forgot what it was called, like the IQ test or like those tests.
Oh, that thing is stupid.
I like them, and there's a thing where it's if you have to score a 99 to a 75, and that's most starters, like most pretty good starters. I think it's like 60 or 74 to 66 is like average player, make average backup. And then anything below that is like, bust, everything. And, obviously Bryce Young scored really well on it. Mm-hmm. And apparently C.J. Stroud did really bad, which I think they said Anthony Richardson did pretty good as well.
Yeah.
Which is something to take into consideration where he does, and it's like IQ where it tests some things that you need to know, like awareness on the field.
Yeah.
Which is something that I really think is like more, I think a mental aspect is really important for a quarterback.
It is. But they're going to be better at that kind of thing as they start to get into the league.
That's true.
Like just because he's bad at it now doesn't necessarily mean it'll be bad 2 years from now. Right. So I guess I'm not going to say it doesn't matter at all.
Well, like if you, okay, I'm going to use the example of Zach Wilson. Mm-hmm. Where Zach Wilson, I mean, he has the talent he has arm talent, like obviously.
A little bit, yeah.
But the issue is his IQ and like his playing ability sucks. Which I mean, yeah.
He got used to playing a certain style at BYU that doesn't work in the NFL unless you're Patrick Mahomes.
Yeah. Like I mean, obviously he's going to be a way better player by the end. Like if he plays like until he's like 30 in the league. But
hope, yeah.
The thing is that you don't really have that much time, and then the league adapts.
You got to prove yourself soon. Yeah.
So I think the IQ is such a big step, and that's what kind of sets you apart from like a Josh McCown or a Ryan Fitzpatrick. And
which don't get me wrong, they made a lot of money.
Yeah, that's
true. They made a lot of money to have a not that
exactly.
difficult job.
And
that's a great best job in sports is backup quarterback. They say.
And the difference between them and like a Herbert or Burrow and something like that, where like you could see the talent, they're going to be good for a while. So,
and then the last piece of NFL news we got here.
Yep.
Finally, the Commanders are sold.
Did you hear about this? So apparently, the new breaking thing for it, where apparently I don't know if this is true or not because I kind of just skimmed it, but apparently they had this deal that was already set, and then someone came in, I think it was a former NBA player.
Magic Johnson is part of the group.
The new one?
Yeah.
The all cash deal? Did you hear about that?
Whatever the deal is that
it was like a new $6 million one that just snuck in out of nowhere.
$6
billion, my bad.
Which is insane.
Like
Dan,
apparently
we all agree that Dan Snyder needed the team taken away, but he got $6 billion.
Yeah, let me look this up because I'm pretty sure
this isn't really much of a punishment for him, But Washington has kind of been a dumpster fire of an organization lately, and hopefully a change in ownership will change that. It'll probably be a slow process. It'll take some years, but this is a huge step in the right direction for them because Snyder was cancerous,
Yeah.
He was bad. And I mean, I wanted to talk about the NHL playoffs, but we don't have a ton of time, so we'll probably push that to next episode.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure there was a weird deal that happened last second with the Commanders where it canceled the first deal or something. But we'll get into the next episode.
Either way.
Well, we could do a card and then we can end it if you want. Maybe go on a bang. Give you one last chance.
All right.
All right. Yeah. Oh yeah. I do. Yeah, I just decided to cancel the thing afterwards because why not?
We got basketball.
Basketball as well.
All right.
Do one.
What do you want? You want one? You're up one. I don't know what
I'm
the score
up by
is, but
one.
You're up one.
I'll go by 2.
You want 2? Okay. Which college women's basketball coach holds the record for career wins? Come on. Tara Vanderveer, Gino Auriemma, I don't know if I'm saying his last name right, Barbara Stevens, or Pat Summitt?
Can you read them again? Can you read the whole question again?
Which college women's basketball coach holds the record for career wins? And they have 1,092 as of 2020. Tara Vanderveer, Gino Auriemma, and again, not confident in that pronunciation, Barbara Stevens or Pat Summitt?
Pat Summitt. Yeah, get it? Let's go. Let's go.
So I'm down 3. I need 3 to tie. Give me 3. 3.
All right. When was the last time the U.S. men's basketball team did not reach the gold medal match at the Olympic Games? Moscow, 1980, Seoul, 1988, Athens, 2004, or Beijing, 2008?
2004.
Damn it.
Yeah, because 2008 was the redeem team.
So that's a tie?
It was a tie.
Okay, let's do a new quickfire card.
Oh, all right. If you say so. I want basketball again. Hockey.
Dude, are you kidding me?
Come on.
Football. Are you? No. Okay, we have to do 3. We have to do 3.
You want 3?
I thought we were both going to do 3.
Oh.
And whoever gets it right.
What if we both get it wrong?
We could do that, but
All right.
I was going to just do 3.
Here's 3.
Okay.
What event forced the cancellation of the 1919 Stanley Cup Finals and caused no winner to be awarded? The Matheson Fire, the Spanish flu pandemic, the Halifax explosion, or the San Francisco earthquake?
Earthquake.
No.
Was the first one?
Spanish flu.
Damn it.
That one should have been
Dude.
easy. How do you?
I don't know. I don't.
There's a pandemic every 100 years, remember?
Oh my God. Okay.
All right.
Which player came off the bench to replace Joe Theismann when he suffered a career-ending injury in 1985? Stan Humphries, Mark Rippon, Jay Schroeder, or Doug Williams?
Jay.
Damn it! No!
I knew it wasn't Rippon or Williams. That's too obvious. So I just went with Jay. It was a 50-50 shot, and I got it. Wheel of shame.
Sign of shame.
All right.
Oh,
Whole
man.
next episode.
Oh, well, that's about all the time we have for today. Thank you for listening to the Sports and Stuff Show. Make sure to follow us on all of our social media platforms, Sports and Stuff Show on all of them, except for Twitter, which is SNS_show. We'll be live again on Wednesday, next Wednesday, and then Friday. And yeah, thank you again, and we'll see you next one. Peace.